What's up, everybody? I'm Tatum. We're back with another episode of Fuck This Review. Today, we're going to discuss T.I.'s new album, Libra, which means Legend is back running Atlanta.
Heard somebody said I wasn't poppin'. Well, they been misinformed, I gotta.
The Legend is back running Atlanta. Pimp. Expeditiously. All right, let me stop. All right, we're going to talk about this new T.I. album. Let me just get into it, yo. Like, I'm a really big T.I. fan. I grew up on T.I. So I always look forward to new T.I. albums. So, like, I loved his last album. Yeah, I liked his last album when he had Dave Chappelle narrating. I thought that was pretty fucking dope. So anytime T.I. drops, like, I'm like, if you get me as a fan, I always give you a listen, no matter if I like it or not, or how relevant, no matter how relevant you are. The title of this album kind of threw me off, like, to be truthfully honest with you. Like, I think that's like, it just sounds like the old head in the hood who's like telling the kids, like, back in the day when I was on the block, I was moving this and I did this and that. And it's like, dude, I don't give a fuck. I don't care that you back running Atlanta. Anyway, let's get into it. It starts off with the Libra as the intro, and I kind of like Miss Pat. If those who aren't familiar, Miss Pat is like a comedian. She's fucking hilarious, but she's like narrating it just like how Dave Chappelle narrated uh his last album, man. Like, she got skits on there where she like going on T.I. like, boy, if you don't cut that, like, that shit on your face look like a old bitch pussy in quarantine. Like, because the hair on T.I. face, like, it's all patchy and shit. Like, it was funny. Yeah, I thought the intro was cool though. Like, for me, with a lot with this album is going through it, I'm gonna just like get straight to it. Like, 20 songs, it's a lot for me to like take in at any stage. Like, I can't do past 13 songs, and like it really got to be fire. I go into it listening like it's a task. Like, it's a fucking, all right, like it's a fucking work shift. Like, all right, I'm looking at the clock. All right, we at track 10. It's almost time to put, we halfway there. Track 13 is lunchtime. I don't really like going into albums like that. And when I see like a lot of tracks, that just automatically happens to me. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know if I'm the only one that happens to, but like, that kind of fucks me up. But some of the songs on here are pretty fucking good. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, Hit Dogs Hills. I think Tokyo Jet like had the best verse on there. Young Thug's on here with Young Thug with another verse. I think he carried the song for me. That's another thing. Like, it was a lot of features on this album, and that is 20 songs threw me off already. But going into it, I think the features kind of like fit perfectly. Like, I think, yeah, I just think they fit perfectly. Because some of the songs I really like. I like the Young Thug feature. I like the Tokyo Jets feature. I like the Benny the Butcher and Jadakiss feature. So some of them fit. Sometimes when I was listening to it, I felt like, I hate this. I don't even want to say this, but like, I just feel sometimes T.I., and it's not just T.I., it's a lot of veteran artists, but sometimes on the album, you could tell he's fitting into what the youth want to hear, and that's fine. But like, I don't, as a person who grew up on T.I., I don't want to hear T.I. rap so young. Like, the Young Thug record, Ring, like, I want to like it, but it's like, I don't think T.I. should be sounding like this, or Pardon, and I love it. I like the hook, I like the idea, I like Lil Baby on the record, but it just sounds, T.I.'s 40 plus. It doesn't sound like a record he should be making to me, as it's just as a avid T.I. fan from like the beginning, since fucking I'm Serious. Yeah, but I get it. I understand you got to do that. But the songs that really stand out to me and shine on this album is the songs that sound like T.I. Like, he sounds like T.I., and when T.I.'s in his bag, you get those stories, you get like the coolness, you get that swag, you get the lines, you get like some real shit. Those songs I like on the album more. And I wish maybe he would have concised it. It would have been like, I really loved it. for lack of better words. I read some interviews when he was saying like at this point he doesn't have to put music out at like this is an independent album released on his own record label Empire. So like he doesn't have to do it and like he just finds himself recording every day, like or every week he finds himself recording and he would have people come in the studio and they're like, man, when you gonna put this shit out? And he'll never put the album. He's just saying, man, I'm just recording because you know you're a fucking artist. Like that's what you do. Like a painter's gonna paint, a rapper's gonna rap. You could tell that it was no someone holding something over his head as far as like a record company, like make this type of song or do this type of thing. It truly sounds like he had fun making this album. Like I think that's why so many features. Like I could hear this person on this song. You come in the studio and like I get it. And he's Ti. Like who's not gonna want to do a Ti song? So that's one thing I can say. It sound you can hear like he had fun during this album, and it you know I can appreciate that. I also appreciate how like just giving black women a platform, like down to the cover to having Rhapsody and I want to get her name right, Ernestine Johnson Morrison, like do the skits on the album and having Miss Pat do the skits on the album. It kind of reminded me of Lupe. Like they thought it was cool to like those kind of poems within the album. I thought that was pretty dope. First, I was like, these skits ain't got shit to do with this album, like at all. Like they have nothing to do with the album. But sometimes you need a break from the monotony. You know what I mean? Like you need a break from the shit that's going on within the album. I thought those were. I just thought it was dope for him to have incorporate black women into the album. It was good to hear Conway on a different type of beat. It was like a southern beat. I'm normally hearing Conway on like lo-fi, like Alchemist beats, Derringer beats. So I thought that was pretty fucking cool. And on Part of Me, this is how you know I'm a T.I. fan. On Part of Me, it's the same sample from Help on the Way from the T.I. versus T.I.P. album. Just a Easter egg in there for those T.I. fans. Like I caught that. I was like, I know that sound, and yeah, it's the sample from yeah. Speaking of samples, he sampled a lot of like he sampled that one he did the I stay gangsta and not done on it. The East Side's joint. Was it G's Up? Yeah, G'd Up. Yeah. He also did. What was the other one? He flipped Hypnotize, which was cool. Like at first I was like, I didn't know how to feel because like Hypnotize is like a sacred hip hop record. Like it shouldn't be touched, but it's cool. Oddly, it's one of the ones on the album that reminded me of OTI, just spitting in that cool shit and like in his flow in his pocket and not doing that fucking young people flow. It's weird. It was good to hear. He has a song on here with his son and both his sons. It's Damani and Messiah. I think Messiah did the beat and Damani is on the record with him, and they like just having a fatherly and son conversation, and like his son like, man, I don't really want to walk in your footsteps, so I moved out at 18, and T.I. being understanding and like, cause you're my son, I get what you're saying and things of that. I thought that was a pretty fucking dope record. That have a song with both of your sons, one doing the beat and the other one you rapping with. I just thought that was pretty fucking cool. One of my things I don't like about the album is that in the beginning it sounds like I said, it just sounds like, let me show you young kids like who I am. Like even the title, The Legend is Back Running Atlanta. Like no, not really. Like it's time for a new king and it's time for a new reign of people to run Atlanta if they choose to. So I just don't like when rappers and just old people in general do things like that. Though. Like you don't have to. You'll be remembered way more like if you're not trying to be, like for lack of better words. Like you don't need to push that in our face. We know who you are. You're T.I. Like you're T.I. Yeah. So that's one thing about this album that I really it rubbed me the wrong way. So when it comes to T.I.'s album Libra, if I had to give it a rating, I'm gonna give it. Put the drums in here. I'll give it. I'll give it a 3. I'll give it a 3 out of 5 fucks given. Yeah, 3 out of 5. Um, just being such a Like I've listened to T.I. in like the greatest eras. Like I heard King, I heard Urban Legend, I heard trap music. Like so, I'm not looking for that from him anymore. Like I'm not expecting him to chase that. I wish he wasn't trying to chase that. Like at this point, I don't think he needs to be. You don't have to tell us that you invented trap music. We get it. We were there. We grew up on it. Like some of the songs on the album, I think cater to like his age. Like I'm like a 40-year-old rapper and things of that nature. And some songs do that, but some songs just sound like I don't know, just like an old person trying to be cool. And you Ti, you ain't gotta do that. So for me, that makes it a 3 out of 5. And he's still Ti, so he can rap. That's the that's the crazy part about it. He can still rap. So I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Favorite song? I'm gonna have to go with "Respect the Code" with Rick Ross. I thought that was pretty dope. Ross again with the features this year, just killing shit. Family Connect. That's the one with his sons, and then Horizons. Horizons is a dope record. Like I would want to hit Ti more in that vein than anything. Worst song, I'm gonna have to go with "We Did It Big." I never want to hear John Legend sing a hook like that in my life. I'm pretty cool on that. Like that's just get back behind the piano. That wasn't a good one. Funny part about that song, T.I. talks about his friend that passed away. Where he was like, you got so drunk you peed on Drake. Yeah. Like if anybody remembers Meek Mill when he when him and Drake were going at it, like Meek Mill's dropped his diss record and was like, yeah, that's why he got peed on by T.I.'s friend. I guess T.I. just confirmed that Drake got peed on. So even though it's the worst record, I guess we learned something from that. Favorite line? Benny was on there. He said, "My life is like a movie. My life a movie like Don Cheadle, heroin needles. Uh, you only owe back loyalty if your squad feed you." I thought that was pretty dope. And then T.I. had a line on here. Bear with me. He said, "You should never assume knowledge is king. So ask about what you want to know and say what you mean, bro." He said, met with Farrakhan and asked him how in the hell you love niggas more than they can hate themselves. Uh, you can make it anywhere, but you choose to make it there. Stay in the same hood that'll kill you before you can even take it there. I thought that was pretty fucking dope.
Heard somebody said I wasn't poppin'. Well, they been misinformed. I got 100K in my pocket.
And that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, you could give me 10, 12 songs and shit like that, and you can have another classic for me. But filler with this filler shit is, it's just, it's just filler for me. But as always, fuck this review. I'm Tatum. Peace.